But I want to have a conversation with Dr. Harlan Cloete at this minute. Dr. Harlan Cloete is our political analyst. And of course, what this seat allocation does and the uncertainty that it brings about is that people don't know what the government that will be formed would look like. The psychosocial makeup of South Africa right now can be described by the word anxiety. That's how many South Africans feel at this moment. Dr. Cloete, democracy wasn't designed to be anxiety-inducing. Neither was it designed to be confusing and uncertain. Yet we find ourselves in a position in a time of uncertainty. The markets are confused and they're reacting hysterically. South African voters are confused, not knowing what the government will look like, not knowing who the president will be, and depending on which province you are in, not knowing who your premier will be. What is the real impact on the ground of an uncertain political social psyche?
Good evening to you, and good evening also to the viewers. You know, it is not the first time. I think Raizim Zanzi coined the phrase, this is our 1994, 2024. And so just like 2024, there was a little bit of anxiety. I would say that South Africans should not be too worried. You know, this is part of the transition process. And I think we will navigate this. You know, South Africans are a resilient people, and we should trust the process. I don't think that there's any threats of violence per se. And we must now let the process unfold. The IEC will announce at 6 o'clock. And like John Steenhuisen now said, and Fikile Mbalula, that the various political parties are talking to one another. I do caution, however, and I think we should not just leave everything to the politicians. I think civil society, Defend Democracy, had a press conference earlier this afternoon. I think civil society organizations, the faith-based organizations, the church, the South African Council of Churches, active. You know, South Africa have a rich history of civil society being very active. And we should point out, you know, these are the things that we would like to see in a new government, because the reality is that not one single party received a majority. And so it's our opportunity, I believe, to reset.
Yeah. To this, and really here's where it comes in, right? People feel better when they have more information at their disposal. That's quite literally how we cure, moments of anxiety where there's a lack of information. As these negotiations take place, they're likely to happen behind closed doors. They're likely to happen where there's horse trading taking place and when really hard and tough demands are being made. Will it bode better for democracy if, especially for people who find themselves in a position of anxiety right now about what our state of affairs will look like? Would it bode better for those people if these parties have their negotiations out in the open?
I think it's some of these discussions. I think if you listen to ANC Secretary General, he said on Tuesday they will come back, brief the nation again about what they have discussed. They've also mentioned one or two non-negotiables.